It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cowboys and the Oilers, and it's coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Oilers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shifts past him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there at 15 yards. Hands it off out of the gun. Shifts by him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That is incomplete. The Cowboys sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And Lance going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense for the Cowboys very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Young. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Pollard again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Third down and 10. And Lance now to throw.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worked this up yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
A first down throw for Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Ready?
Young on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession.
Ready.
As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Switch. Yellow. Yellow. Lonnie. Smith. Red.
Young will set to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Fighting, taking it right down Broadway. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10, Young. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Micah Parsons
in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Lance. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Brian Burns able to drop it for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now here's Young. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him the first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Young. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Young to throw it. Completion here to Claypool. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. First down, Young. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing, Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's a Saints.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Going to run again here with Pollard. He stiff arms him. Powers ahead at the 45. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first and 10, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. Pollard, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
To throw, it's Lance, escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Breida is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Check white. Switch yellow.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this throw caught left side. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers have retaken a third quarter lead.
Yellow, line. Smith red. Check pink.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Ready?
Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his left. It's caught at the 10. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready, set.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Ultra.
Now here's Pollard. And this time he is in. Yes. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Oilers 15. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Harris just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. They run again with Breida. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. He'll try again. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 11, 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Blaster, 6.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Young to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Fury, yellow. Hut, hut.
Young to throw.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Young.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So with that, we can... Book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Pollard one more time.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Houston set to take over. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, Young loses it. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Real green.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go now. Ready.
It's Young on 1st down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. That throw by Young incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the shotgun, it's Young. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Young on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Dallas, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Houston, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.